All right, good morning. Live from Mr. Van Sloten's dining room table. Measurement, grade 3 students. Measuring things, important. Again, these kids so happy about the bake sale. And let's do this before we go any further. So, calendars and clocks, telling and writing time, thermometer. This is where we are. Money, 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 money. You want to know how to do this because you want to keep track of your money. You work hard for that, and you want to make sure you can't keep it when you can't. Save it. Analog clock, digital clock, analog with the hands. They're called hands, but they're like skinny little pointy things. Digital clock that uses digits. That's why it's called digital. Elapsed time, how much time has passed. Thermometer, is it warm or cold in here? I'll check the thermometer. Temperature, degrees Celsius, and now we're going to be looking at change. So, okay, boys and girls, first of all, we no longer have a penny. I don't know why. I kind of like them. But we do have a nickel, which is 5 cents. I always thought that this was a spacecraft when I was a little guy, but it's actually a beaver on a rock. But if you want to think of it as a spacecraft, I'm just throwing it out there. So the nickel is worth 5 cents. And then I always wondered, the nickel is bigger than the dime. And I knew that this was a boat. But the nickel is bigger than a dime, but the dime is worth more. It's worth 10 cents. So nickel, dime, 5 cents, 10 cents. Then this, I believe it's Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. That's a quarter. It's 25 cents. All right. So we have 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, nickel, dime, quarter. All right. And then when I was a little boy, we didn't have these. $1 was, it was like a dollar bill. You've seen it on my desk, I hope. $1 bill. But then they said, oh, no more $1 bills. We're going to go with loonies. And the reason we call it a loonie is that this bird is a loon. Okay, so because the bird is a loon, people just started calling it, oh, it's a loonie, because it sounds good, right? And then, well, we had the loonie. The loonie came out first. And then we got a $2 coin. As it's like a golden polar bear inside a silver outside part. Very cool. But we had the loonie, and this was $2. So what's rhymes with loony, toonie? So it's a made-up word. Just like I encourage you to make up words in your writing, and I make up words like toodles. Toonie is a made-up word. So nickel, dime, quarter, loony, toonie. You should be able to go through, and your parents should be able to wake you up in the middle of the night and say, what are the coins? And you should be able to go nickel, dime, quarter, loony, toonie. Chris, could you turn that speaker off? Just press the green button. No. It's in the other room. Yeah, boys, girls, this is teaching at home. Just press the green circle on the top. Maybe I should have just gotten up and done it myself. Thank you. All right, so your parents should be able to wake you up in the middle of the night, and you should be able to go nickel, dime, quarter, loony, toonie. 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, $1, $2. Okay, and then we have what are called bills. I don't know why we call them bills. But we do call them bills. We have the $5 bill, $10 bill. This is Sir Wilfrid Laurier, one of our great prime ministers, on the $5 bill. They used to be made out of paper, but now they're kind of mostly like made out of plastic. And so you can't fold them very well. I don't like them. I don't like anything new, it sounds like. Okay, this is Sir John A. Macdonald. He was our first prime minister, and he did something amazing because it was 1867, and the USA was looking up north at Canada and going, yum, yum, yum. Let's add Canada to the United States. And this guy was able to talk to the Americans and say, you know what? Just let us be our own country and we'll be best friends. So it worked out good. We have our $20 bill. And this is our lovely Queen. This is the $50 bill. And this, I believe, is another prime minister, Lester B. Pearson, who created something called, at the United Nations, what are they called, Christine? United Nations, those soldiers, peacekeepers, thank you. He came up with the idea for peacekeepers. So if there's a disagreement between two countries, then soldiers from different countries go there and they keep peace between the two groups of people until they can figure out a solution. And there's the $100 bill, and I know that that's Robert Borden, but I can't think of anything he did at all. So $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill, $100 bill. Someone asks you, here, you can choose one bill from my back pocket. Say, okay, well, I'll take if you want the most, you're going to choose the $100 bill. Then the 50, the 20, the 10, and the 5. Notice there's no $1,000 bill. They stop at 100. Think of an item you can buy for about $5. For $5, I could buy like a Blizzard at Dairy Queen. That would be what I would buy. For $20, oh my goodness, what would I buy? I'm pretending that I could buy a frozen Dairy Queen cake for $20.
No, you can't.
My wife says it's more than 20. For $100, you know what? I might treat myself and buy maybe a nice. I'd buy a watch. I like to collect watches, so that's what I'd do. It's not going to be like the greatest watch in the world, but it won't be the worst one either. So $5, $20, $100. That's the nicer one to have. Explore. Oh, boys, girls, at school we have baskets, and they're just filled with pretend money that are $10, $20, $50, $100. They've got the nickels, dimes, quarters, loonies, and toonies. And we would have an activity, and we'd be playing, we'd be laughing, we'd be having fun, and you'd say, could you please give me 2 $5 bills? Or here's $20. I would like to buy the item for $18. Well, here's your $2 change. Would have been so much fun. Yeah, so again, we see toonie, $5 bill, $10 bill, $50 bill, $20 bill, blah, blah, blah. And you would have been, look how happy. Oops. See, it's not about sometimes it's not about learning about the money. It's about how happy it makes you. Look at this word. My wife, I was talking about skip counting. And she goes, what's skip counting? And I said, it's when you go like 5, 10, 15, 20. And she said, well, that's stupid. So she says, that's just counting. It's like, you don't have to give it a special name. To show how many quarters make $1, count by 25s. 25 plus 25 is 50. 50 plus 25 is 75. 75 plus 25 is 100. 100 cents is $1. So if you gave me this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy for this guy, they're worth the same thing. This loonie is exactly the same as these 4 25 cents or quarters. Okay, so 4 quarters makes $1. Oh, yeah, this is what I like better. I wish this was in my pocket. I'd go to Dollarama. Boy, oh boy. So we're going to skip count again here. 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. So if you want to get, if I had this, and you say, Mr. V, I want the $100 bill, I'd say, well, you can have it, but you have to give me you have to give me 5 of those if you want my $100 bill. Okay? All right, good. Let's go to some of the questions that you were asked. First of all, this is a little bit too thick, so I'm going to go like that, see if that helps. Copy and complete. That would have been so much fun. I'm going to make it a little skinnier. Just maybe 2.5. There, that seems like it could be good. $1 is how many dimes? Dimes are 10 cents. So we skip count by 10 until we get to $1. $1 is 100 cents. Okay? $1 equals 100 cents. And that symbol is for cents. The S with the 2 lines is the symbol for dollar. This is turning out to be a long video. If you're still listening, in the comments, type that. What should you type in the comments? Type in the word $10. That tells me you were listening, and then I'll give you like a match of tax or something small, not a big price like you're going to get later. So 10 cents. I have to get up to 100 cents because 100 cents is what $1 is. So I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then you go, oh, maybe I should have counted with my fingers how I did that. So you go 10, one finger goes up, 20, the second finger, 33, 44, 50, 5 fingers, and then you realize the answer is 10 dimes. Okay, if you have 1 toonie, how many, it equals how many loonies? Okay, the toonie, the T is the big thing. That means it's worth $2. Okay, for a toonie. So I need 2 loonies. $1. Oh, man, are you serious? I have to skip count by 5 all the way up to 100? I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be 20 times that you're going to be going. You're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And then you'll like go, I'm out of breath. And then you'll go, oh, well, how many times was it 15 or 25? And then you have to do it over again. So I don't have the time for that. Okay, part D, $1. We know quarters are 25 cents. So we go 25, 50, 75, 100 cents for quarters. Okay, $1 in the past. If you didn't get this, don't worry about it. It would be 100 pennies. And you guys have actually seen the pennies because we did, make that aluminum foil boat and see how many pennies it could hold. So you've seen the pennies. All right. So number 1, done. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Number 2, how many $10 bills to make 100? Well, we skip count by 10 all the way up to 100. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You need 10 $10 bills. How many toonies make $20? Show how you know. Here's where, number 2, you don't need a stinking picture. You just need the answer. But here, how many toonies make $20? Show how you know. Well, there you gotta show how you know. Oh, look at that from last time. And then watch this magic thing that Mr. V does. Get out of the way, you. There we go. So what was the question again? Toonies to $20. Toonies are, hello. Toonies are $2. And we have to get all the way up to $20. So I'm going to start at 0. And I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, I didn't know how many. Each bump is 1 toonie. And you see, I started off small, and then I realized, I'm going to need bigger bumps. So how many bumps is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need 10 toonies to get $20. And this, your answer would be wrong if you did not do this, if you did not show this. If you just say, the answer is 20, then I would say, well, that's wrong. You're not showing me your thinking by just writing 2 and 0. This shows me that you know what you're doing, that you're a math hotshot. All right, that's question number 2. Oh no, it was question number 3. Question number 4. How many $50 bills would you get for a $100 bill? So you've got a $100 bill in your hand, okay? And someone's saying, I've got $50. I've got $50 bills. How many do you want me to give you for a fair trade for the $100 bill? Well, 2 $50 bills is $100. So you want 2. Okay. Notice for the dollar symbol, you can put it in front. Later on, you'll put it after, because that's what you do. All right, number 5. Suppose you wanted to exchange 8 quarters for loonies. How many loonies would you get? Okay, so 8 quarters. So 8 and they're 25 cents. Ooh, I never made that red circle before. That's cool. So how do I get 25 cents? So again, I'm going to start at 0. I'm going to go 25, 50, 75, 100. Woohoo! I made it to $1, but I have to make it to $2. So I go $1.25, $1.50, $1.75, $2. Woohoo! I made it to $2. Okay, so that was 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4, 5 quarters, 6 quarters, 7 quarters, 8 quarters. So yeah, you need 8 quarters. I kind of wrote it right there. Okay, just draw a line underneath. Okay, you have a $5 bill. Yay! $5 bill. Hooray! I'm going to Dollarama and I'm going to buy 5 jumbo Tootsie Rolls. And then my wife will say, don't you know that they use palm oil in Tootsie Rolls and that affects the orangutan population? And I just say, I've been eating Tootsie Rolls since I was 3 years old. You can't. I'm sure nobody heard that. You have a $5 bill. Oh man, how many quarters for a $5 bill? Holy. Okay, so, man, oh man, you've got a $5 bill. Okay, now I'm going to use some of the things that I've learned. If it takes 8 quarters to get to $2, so I know 8 quarters gets me to $2. Well, that means 16 quarters would get me to $4. And then, well, I just need to jump to $5, which is $1 more. How many quarters are in $1? 4. So 16 plus 4, I need 20 quarters. Okay, so it's a little bit of mental math. All right. Draw a picture to show your answer. Did I draw a picture? Yeah, I drew that picture, and this isn't really a picture, but it explains my thinking. So I'm going to give myself a big check mark for that. Great job, Mr. V. Oh, I knew a girl named Geraldine. I had to wait at the bus stop with her. She was the older sister, and her dad really liked the Toronto Maple Leafs. Anyways, nice person. I mean, never really talked to her, but I knew her name. Geraldine needs change for a $10 bill. So let's go back here. First of all, let's click and let's just move this out of the way now. Oh, sweet, Mr. V. Okay, so let's go back. Geraldine needs change. So that means she needs money back, change, for a $10 bill. So let's go here. So I'm going to call Geraldine. Oops. I'm just going to call her G, and I'll make a little picture of her. There she is, happy as can be, because she's waiting at the bus stop with me, right? So of course she's going to be happy. So it says that Geraldine has a $10 bill. Now let's go see what they tell us next. Her brother gives her 5 toonies. Okay, so she's got a brother. Let's give him 3 hairs. And let's make him look, yeah, he's kind of dopey. He goes, and he says, me give you, and then let's see, 5 toonies. Me give you 5 toonies. What a meatball. Oh no, he's not a meatball. I think it's right. Is this a fair trade? Explain. Oh, I hate that word, explain. Okay, so $10 is worth $10. 5 toonies is the same as 5 $2. If I have 5 $2, I can do this little thing called multiplying, or I could skip count. 5 times 2 is 10, $10. And then I would draw a line like that. And the money is equal. I have to figure out how to turn that red dot circle off. I don't like it. It's annoying. The money is equal. And then here's my answer. It's fair. And then I'm going to put a line underneath just because I can. Oh, this is the world's longest video. I want you back in the classroom. Okay, number 8. Amar gives his brother 11 dimes. Any basketball people listening? Do you know what they call a dime in basketball? It's called an assist. So in a basketball game, if you got 11 dimes, that means you made 11 passes where the guy scored on your pass. But for us, a dime is 10 cents. Amar gave his brother 11 dimes for a loonie. You turkey. So here's Amar. Okay, and we'll make Amar, and we'll just make him look. He's giving 11 10-cent coins. That's what he's giving, and this is what he's getting. 1 loonie. Oopsie. Okay, 1 loonie, we have to remember 1 loonie is worth 100 cents. Or well, it's not working very well now. Oopsie. Oh, come on. Oh, let me get my eraser. There we go. $100 or $1. If he's giving 11 10 cents, well, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So this is right. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110 cents. 110 cents is bigger than 100 cents. So, Amar, you gave out too much money. You gave out 10 cents too much. So, I mean, don't feel bad. Let's put a smile on your face. And let's give you a little bit of hair. There we go. So, Amar gave out 10 cents too much. And oh, thank goodness, that's the last equation. Let's just look at this. Suppose you could buy a toy. What would it cost? The toy I would buy is a Lego set. And what would it cost? Probably $30. What bills and coins would you use to pay for it? Well, if it's $30, I would use the $20 bill and the $10 bill. Use words and pictures to show your work. You know what? Not right now, maybe later, okay? Mental math, 23 plus 30, 53. 23 plus 32, take the 2 here, make that 25, keep that at 30, answer's 55. The difference is subtraction, 100 minus 5 is 95. I can make this, if I, 102 minus 5 is 97. All right, that's the end of the video. I think that was the super longest video. If you type in super longest video in the comments section, super longest video, you'll win a glorious small prize.